LOP in the building. My life been a movie, I should've filmed it. Nicely with the pen game. Pops taught me the spit game. Get your cameras ready, we heavy catch when I'm in frame. Produk, opinionated, but I'm coming through smooth with it. I be kicking facts, you could Google it. From the block to the booth, hear the truth, just another lane lot. I'm a Crown Heights legend, still repping the same block. Whoa.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Produk. You are now locked into the Life of Produk podcast, episode 8. We rocking out, baby. Let's get it. Yo, I want to tell everybody, thank you for all the support y'all been giving me thus far. I really appreciate it. You guys keep me going. Episode 7 got good feedback. Matter of fact, it got great feedback. Shouts out to all of y'all. That was really special because that was the first person I interviewed, and it was a woman, and she came through and dropped some really, really good knowledge. You guys should really backtrack. If you haven't checked it out already, go back, listen to it, hit me back, and I could forward her information to you if you need help. But this is episode 8. I want to talk to y'all today about popularity. Popularity. Yes, popularity. I said it. Popularity is whack in my opinion. The shit is fucking whack. I said it. Some might disagree with me, but I'm actually going to look at it from two different sides. So I don't want y'all to think I'm just a hater and I'm just down to popularity, because that is not what I'm doing today. But in my overall opinion, popularity is whack. Think about when you were a child, and I'm not looking at it from a hated perspective, but matter of fact, look at it from the outside, and you're looking at a group of children, and the kids on the side with talent, the kids on the side with potential are not being let into the basketball game because they're not popular. You know what I'm saying? You got the popular kids who can't even really shoot that great, and they're playing on the court and shit like that. Has actually happened. I've seen this shit as a child. But as a grown man, I still feel the same way as I felt when I was a kid. Popularity is fucking whack. Popularity in 2020 is a drug. The shit is addictive. Now, you tie in everything going on in 2020 in the world, in America, locally in your neighborhood. You tie social media into it. It's like social cocaine. Listen to me. So popularity is social cocaine. This shit is addictive, and motherfuckers just snorting it up their nose, doing lines all day, every day. They're doing lines of likes. You know what I'm saying? Popularity with the social media, the likes, the reposts, it adds a stigma to life. People literally sit on their phones, on their laptops, iPads, and computers all day looking at other people's lives and imagine themselves vicariously living through them. They want to live through them. People right now are looking at popularity and on the inside are hurt because they feel like they don't have that level of it, or they'll never have that level of it. They subconsciously think there's a level of love within popularity. That shit is not always love. A lot of that shit is fake. It's really fake. I've known people that had verified pages. I've known people that had the 100,000 followers. They getting 10,000 likes every post. They getting 2,000-3,000 views of video on Instagram, and they're fucking broke. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me trying to talk about them, but this is me kicking real shit. Like, they were broke, or they're not that fun-loving person that you see on social media every day. They're not really smiling every day. They're mad. They're mad at the world. They're mad at the situation. They're mad at other people. They lie a lot. They have black souls and shit like that. So stop looking at these people as if they're winning and you're losing. You woke up today, you're fucking winning in 2020. There's a pandemic. If you woke up today and you're listening to this, you are winning. If you wake up tomorrow, you're winning. If your bills are paid, you're winning. If you're behind in rent, but your landlord ain't kick you out yet, you are fucking winning. And I need you to understand that. Get out your feelings and while you're looking at this shit. You know what you understand what I'm saying? A lot of men, they get on social media, and sometimes they're not even looking at the dudes. They're looking at the women, the beautiful fucking women that Photoshop their pics, use filters and only use the best shit out their camera roll. And they're looking at it depressed because they feel like they'll never get a woman like that. But is that really what you want? You know what I'm saying? Do you really want the baddie that's dating and stuff? Do you want the bad chick? I don't want to call her the B word. Do you want the bad chick that's getting 100,000 likes that's going to shit on you? Or do you want, and I'm not saying that all of them are shit on you, because a lot of them, I've met some of them and some of them are down to earth, or do you want the woman that's going to really ride for you, that might be a 7, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe she's a 6. I don't know. I don't want to put like that scale all women. But do you want or would you take the regular woman that's gonna get up every day, work just as hard as you, provide for the household, and you guys are solid together? You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of guys. I know guys. Okay, let me give you a story. I ain't gonna say his name. It's my homeboy. I knew a dude that was just every day on the gram lusting over women. Boom, boom, boom. His girl started coming at him crazy, and he had to unfollow all of the females. So one day we're talking, we're kicking it. He pulls a paper out of his pocket. It was a fucking loose leaf paper with all the ads of all the girls that he actually liked looking at on Instagram. I can't make this shit up. So I say, yo, what are you doing? So he's like, oh, look at this page, look at that page. I'm like, why don't you just follow him? He's like, nah, my girl won't let me. But it was to see him go that fucking hard. I was like, damn, yo, this is, and some of the girls that he was following, I know for a fact in real life, they're not getting it like that. A lot of the dudes that I see on the gram that's flexing, you see them with the fast cars and shit, that's not their shit. That shit is somebody else's. It might be a rental. It might be his man's. So, which brings me back to what I'm saying. Popularity has us looking at everything so wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's making a lot of us want to kind of live through other people. And that's the last thing you want. Because your life, you might look at your life as regular. You might look at the problems that you have in your life. And you might start comparing it to these other people. And that's the last thing you want to do. Because these motherfuckers might have problems on a whole nother scale that you cannot handle if you was in their shoes. And that is the honest to God truth. It's crazy because it's like we're living in a people pyramid. Remember at one point everybody was doing a fucking pyramid scheme. Oh my God, the pyramid schemes. I'm gonna do a show one day, and I know about a handful of people right now, and I really want to get them on the show one day and see how that shit turned out. But that's for later on. That's for later on. But I feel like we're living on a people pyramid. I feel like we're living on a people pyramid as far as social media and popularity goes in America, where the fucking blue check people are the elite. Those are the fucking elite motherfuckers at the top. So cool. I'm not calling them elite, but I'm just placing them on that pyramid, saying if they're on that pyramid, they're gonna be the elite. Then you got the people in the middle. You got the movers and the shakers and things like that. You got the mediocre people under that. Then you have the people 200, 300 followers that's following these people, that's reposting and shit, that's keeping their celebrity status going, and they're looking at you like peasants. You are the fucking peasants of this shit. Yes, you are. And I hate to be like kind of harsh and shit when I say that, but really think about how many hours per day from the time you wake up to the time that you go to bed, you're on your device, you're on social media, you're clicking this, you're clicking that. People will be post a sponsor, whatever. You'll click on it, you fucking buy it. You will. You are the superpower of this shit. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Your clicks, your likes, your reposts, your money runs this shit, ultimately runs this shit. It's not always the people behind the scenes above these people. It's not actually the popular people. It is the influence that's put on you that you are agreeing to be influenced by that is pushing that shit. So you are worth more than you understand. And I'm not saying that from a hater's perspective. I'm saying that shit to be fucking real because it bothers me to see so many people place people that are popular above. And I'm not saying the popular people are all bad people, but socially it's kind of fucking with us, man. And even in our Black community, look at it like this, right? Look at all of the young artists right now coming up that's becoming popular. Think about how many rappers out right now, right? And you cannot name 5 songs of these rappers, but you know them because they're beefing with this person. They're on blog sites, they're on social media, they fucking go on Instagram Live, and guess what happens 2 months later? They get fucking killed. And you know why that happened? Because of popularity, because of negative popularity. Not all popularity is bad. Popularity brings problems if you allow it. Popularity brings problems when you never have popularity. When you never have popularity and you don't know how to imagine this, right? Imagine you're a 19-year-old young Black boy. You was never popular. Your mother was a single parent. She put your clothes on layaway. You started rapping when you was like 14, 15 years old. 4 or 5 years later, you fucking blowing up. You went from a SoundCloud rapper to having 10 million streams on fucking Spotify. You getting plaques and shit. Your shit is on iTunes. It's here and there. You never had that. You got an entourage. Your mans and them that you grew up with fucks with you, and they fucks with you to the point where anybody else fuck with you, they ready to kill them. Now you're beefing with people because of social media. Popularity, exactly. You take the popularity out of this shit. Half of these motherfuckers probably would have been friends and shit. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But imagine that. Imagine you go from Joe Schmo to this person that everybody's in your DM. Everybody's watching your videos. So due to popularity, a person might write something in a comment, a person might tweet something, and you're going to take that shit wrong. Everybody's going to take it wrong because naturally we're all on fucking edge. For some reason, I don't know why, but we take things wrong. We misconstrue things now. Everybody's taking things wrong. You feel you got to defend yourself. You feel like you got to poke your chest out. You feel like you got to talk tough. Boom, one of y'all get killed 3 months later. Look, go on the blog sites. Look at all the list of the latest rappers that got killed. Look at the list of the latest rappers that either got shot at or they're beefing with such and such. And tell me I'm wrong, because you can't do it. And that's the negative side of popularity. On the flip side, there's an ugly side of popularity and there's a great side for popularity. Popularity is great for business. It is great. And like I said, I'm not a hater. I wanted to look at this shit from two different perspectives. It is great fucking business. Popularity brings money. Nike is on average, Nike, Adidas, all these companies, they're not going to go out and endorse somebody for 10 million that they've never met before. They're not going to take Joe Schmo with 100 followers from a little ass town in Wisconsin that has no backstory and no following and put these millions in his pocket and do a whole fucking rollout. They're not doing that. They're gonna find the rapper, like I just said, the 19-year-old that has 10 million followers. They're gonna go find an athlete. They're gonna go find the next Zion that's about to come to the NBA, put this money in his pocket and get this shit popping. On the flip side of it, looking at it from a business standpoint, you cannot be mad at them because business runs this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's our culture is the key ingredient to a lot of the business that we see right now. And when I say our culture, I say our Black culture. And I'm not trying to shit on white culture. I'm not trying to shit on Hispanic or Asian culture. I'm not doing that. I fucks with everybody. But our Black culture from umpteen years ago, leading up to now at the end of fucking 2020, has been a driving force in a lot of shit. This is why you have Nike giving deals to Colin Kaepernick. This is why you had Adidas doing deals with Kanye West, because our fucking culture is strong. We don't own it. We don't fucking own it. Unfortunately, well, some do, but as a whole, on a large scale, we do not own it. And I personally feel like a lot of our people are waking up. I feel like we're gonna own it one day. I don't think we're gonna see that shit in our lifetime. This lifetime, that my generation, I don't think we'll fully see full ownership yet. And it bothers me because on the popularity side, we see the blueprint. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, we 20 years ago, 20 fucking years ago, our people as a whole did not have the mental capitalization to do this. It takes capital for business, but we didn't have the mental capital to do it. Thank God the internet is here. And thank God that we have people in position that have sacrificed, that were able to trickle down and teach the younger generation coming up, don't make this mistake, do it like this, XYZ. Thank God we have more of our people staying in school and not dropping out and pursuing college, pursuing certifications, and taking the leadway and being leaders and shit, and trying to teach the youth, because each one teach one is a very big thing. Each one reach one is a very big thing. Not to shit on the older generation, right? But they didn't have those opportunities, because if you look at the baby boomers that was born in the 50s and shit like that, that was a hard era to live in. We're way more blessed than they had. There was no Google, there was no fucking Yahoo, there was none of that shit. There was shut the fuck up, you can't drink at this whites only fucking water fountain. And I'm not trying to go, the civil rights route. I'm not trying to play that card, but I'm keeping it real with y'all because I don't want to sit here in front. So once the powers that be saw the popularity in our shit, this is when we started seeing a shift the culture. I thank God I was born in the 80s. I'm telling y'all my age here. I was born in the 80s. I thank God I was born in the 80s because me being born in the 80s, being young in the 80s, growing up in the 90s, I was blessed to not have to go through the things my grandparents went through, some of the things my parents went through. I was blessed to see the fucking internet blossom. I was blessed to see so many different things, so many characteristics, so many developments. And this is why I tell people all the time, we need to, as a people, come together, and we need to come together with our resources and fully push them shit to the forefront. Popularity is cool. It brings money and shit like that, but there is more to the hustle and bustle than popularity. Like I said, popularity brings a lot of money. It's popular. Put it like this, right? I don't know about right now in 2020. I believe a year ago I was reading this shit and it said hip hop was the number one genre. I believe as of 2019, hip hop was the number one genre. Hip hop is what, $1 trillion industry. There are record labels that are worth billions right now. You got independent artists that are blessed to have fan bases that are making more than artists that are signed to major fucking labels. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, these artists that are signed to major labels, a lot of them are locked into these 360 deals. Popularity, looking at it, we think that they are the richest people in the world. Motherfuckers is really living stage to stage. How you live check to check every week, they're living stage to fucking stage. They're living show to show. You don't know what bills they got. Think about this, right? If you're paying $1,000 a month in rent, right? I don't know nobody really paying $1,000 a month in rent. I'm from Brooklyn. I lived in Jersey for a few years. I moved in shit. But let's just say, on the safe side, mathematically, you're paying $1,000 a month in rent. You're paying $250 for your fucking car note. Your insurance is $150. You start adding that up. You add up your groceries. You add up your gas money. You add up your living expenses, your cable, your phone bill. All that shit add up, right? Imagine you're an artist signed to a major label. You got 2-3 big houses or a mansion or whatever. You got family. You got kids. You got the fucking label dipping in your pocket every time your album sells. Your expenses is going up. You have to be popular. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being popular on that level and being broke. Imagine being popular on that level. Everybody think you're a millionaire. You got jewelry. You got cars. You're in videos. You getting fucking 18 million views on YouTube. And you only got 6 figures in your bank account. That's it. Roughly. You know what I'm saying? You're just breaking 100,000. And that shit has to be heartbreaking. Gotta be heartbreaking. So when it comes to popularity, yes, it's good business. I have issues with it. You know what I'm saying? I got some issues with popularity. And then also too on the social side of popularity, not to play devil's advocate and not to sound like a hypocrite. We motherfuckers in 2020, if you go to the explore page, right? Every thumb up you do, you're gonna see a twerk video. You're gonna see a woman half naked, right? Now, not to be a hypocrite, I love twerk videos. I'll probably fucking like 100 twerk videos this week, right? But on the flip side, because that popularity is there and that woman feels like she has to do that, or she not even feels like she has to do that, but she really is addicted to the love that she gets from it. What if that woman grew up, she was overweight, say if she was a chunky kid growing up, she was laughed at, called ugly, had braces. Now she's a 12, she's a baddie, and she's putting out all these twerk videos. Let me ask you guys this question, right? Let me ask this to my black listeners, right? And I'm not excluding nobody, but I really want my black listeners to ask yourself this question, right? Aside from the videos looking good, because them shits do be looking good. My Gemini sidekick did them, they do. But aside from the videos looking good and the shit being lit and they be having 100,000 views, do you really think that it's helped our culture or brought our culture down? Because tie that in with the whole protect our black women, which I support. Tie that in with, a lot of rappers using the B word, a lot of people talking about our women and kind of downing them. Has that helped it or has that pulled it down? And I'm not trying to use black women as twerking as a scapegoat to really make a point. I'm generally asking y'all this fucking question because you could put 10 of us in a room right now to discuss that, and we're going to probably have 10 different opinions. You know what I'm saying? We're going to probably have 10 different perspectives. That'll be a long conversation, which conversations like that I appreciate. We need to have these conversations in our community, and it all ties back into popularity. Gia, it's the boy Produk. You are now locked into the Life of Produk podcast. This was episode 8. Talk to your boy. I'm out, baby. Gia.